My best story was that people think Pompeii is cursed when it's not. It's just idiots that steal from historic ruins also make horrible business decisions. Alright, welcome. Episode 3. So you know me. Sosa riding shotgun, D-Money on the ones and twos. Then we got a new person. We got the fact check guy, who I still hate Cameron, who I feel triggered about because, I never let the facts get in the way of a good story. And now we got this guy over here. Feels like he's specifically here to counteract my good stories.
Are you done?
What?
When you want us to feel what you are saying, you need to look into camera 1.
That one? No.
How about this? Have you heard anything interesting this week?
Oh, yeah. Well, Halloween's coming up, big dog.
What do you mean? Let's go in January.
I literally almost believe you. So we got a spooky one coming out of Pompeii. It's in Italy. Tyler, you're cutting it? Is that what the real cut symbol is?
No, that's time out. Are you going to curse this episode?
I mean, I'm not, you're not actively trying not to.
Our 3 subscribers.
All 5 of them.
3.
No. One of my friend's aunts was a fan.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're complaining about you not being real anymore.
We got a spooky one.
There you go.
Spooky one coming out of Pompeii.
That's disturbing.
So you're familiar with Pompeii in Italy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So the volcano.
Yeah, the volcanoes and people are preserved in ashes. But I guess this is whole village of ruins you could walk around, and it's so apparently so many people have stolen artifacts from the ruins of Pompeii, taken them home, and then had, what can only be described as extremely bad luck. Like going bankrupt, multiple failed businesses, cancer, serious health issues, that they have put the things that they've stolen back into an envelope, written a letter saying how sorry they are, and sent it back to the ruin, the historical society. That's the mic. To the historical society that runs on the ruins. And there's so many. This has happened so many times that they just opened up a museum at the ruins about the curse of Pompeii.
Why would you go to a museum that's cursed?
Well, the museum's not cursed. It's filled with cursed items.
That makes sense.
And they framed the letters. Because they obviously would be impossible for them to return that tile back to the place that you stole it from. They have no idea. The whole place is in ruins. And so they made a museum at the visitor center of all the people that have taken something from the ruins, had a horrible time, and then sent it back.
That's the story you're going to leave with.
I think you mean it's Halloween.
Really?
Spooky.
That's what you're going to leave with?
Honestly, I have a theory.
What's the next story?
But stop rushing.
Actually, hold up.
I'll
see your story.
Why are you rushing me through this?
And I'll raise you. Don't speak when Daddy's speaking.
Whoa!
I'll see your weird story and I'll raise you.
Weird? That's f***ing interesting.
I just said don't speak when Daddy is speaking.
Oh, big dog, I'm about to take you outside.
Drake got peed on. T.I.
What?
T.I. admits this on the John Legend track, We Did It. Drake, your favorite rapper, the one you got a tattoo of,
I'm not forgetting.
got peed on.
He tried to buy a house in Connecticut. It was some historical house. And they wouldn't let him because he was going to...
Fact check guy.
It's going to be... Okay, so Drake got peed on?
Come on, though. Your story?
I really don't know. I mean...
Peed on?
Well...
It was 2007.
Oh,
and apparently the guy's dead.
It's supposed to be current events. Drake's not dead.
Yeah, the song just came out. since the last recording of you hear this episode 2, I'm going to link it up right here.
Who died?
The guy that peed on Drake.
A dude peed on him?
Yeah.
Fact checked.
For real?
You heard the fact check guy.
That's what that means? Okay. All right. Well, that's a lot to absorb. And then T.I. was there?
T.I. was there, and he just admitted it in a song.
And he outed him. Kind of not cool by T.I. Like, if you and me go and get peed on, I wouldn't expect you to tell people.
First of all, that sounds like a personal thing you go and do.
Yeah, something you do with your homies for sure.
Yeah. So, put 1 on my side, 0 on yours.
Well, if everybody is of age and consenting or paid, then, who am I to say, take away what makes you happy? I like, ice cream.
Would you let somebody pee on you and say that the camera went?
Well, how much money?
How about this?
How much money? What's the situation?
If you have 10 years in prison versus letting R. Kelly pee on you, what would you do?
Oh, I'm taking the pee all day.
Another famous comedian said that.
Who said that?
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Or Cat Williams, one of the two. They said, bring in R. Kelly, watch out for that.
All right, those are very different people. Talking about art.
Anyways, what else have you heard this week? Because you're clearly not bringing the heat.
Well, I would really like to say my theory about the idiots that stole shit from Pompeii and then experienced wicked bad luck.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Feeling personally attacked.
What's your second story?
I mean,
I'm on a roll today.
They all seem dumb now. You hear about Dr. Dre's ex-wife?
No.
She's being investigated by the FBI because she, I guess, just took a company card and withdrew $300,000.
Oh, just $300,000.
Just took three. She was just like, well, it was one of the, because it was. I mean, I understand what happened. It was one of the cards that he used to tell her, oh yeah, just put it on the black one or put it on the red one, and she didn't realize that it was to his company, which means it's insured, and the FBI is gonna look into you for embezzlement. She just thought she was taken from her ex-husband, and really she was stealing from a giant company. Now
that's gonna hurt her chances.
She's facing 15, 20 years in prison. Also, she asked for, so in the divorce, she asked for $2 million a month in alimony.
What can you possibly do with $2 million a month?
I was honestly thinking about it, and I believe at that point you're living on a super yacht, just in the Mediterranean, just chasing the weather, riding jet skis to catch
How
lobster.
are you still going to spend $2 million?
I don't know. $2 million a month. I don't even know how I would spend it. I would definitely live on a yacht. God, just seems like such a waste. Oh, is your phone not on silent?
It is on silent. What are you talking about?
Wow.
I will see your money talk, and I'm going to raise you 50 Curtis Jackson. 50 Curtis
Sorry,
Jackson
person.
Cent. How does that one go? 50 Cent, a.k.a. Curtis Jackson. Wrote the
Do you
show.
want to start over?
I'm about to end you right
Do
now.
you want to start over, big dog?
50 Cent publicly endorsed Donald J. Trump.
DJT, yeah.
Ask me why.
Taxes?
Oh, you read the same article.
No, I'm just guessing.
Exactly why. New York, New Jersey is slated to get a 62% tax. He's like, I'm going to read it. What the bleep? Vote for Trump. I'm out. Fuck New York. The Knicks never win anyway. I don't care. Trump doesn't like black people. 62%? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Well, DJT never paid his taxes anyways.
Fact check guy?
He paid $700 in taxes.
Allegedly.
Alleged? Wow.
It's a different story when we got a fact check guy here, huh?
Fact check guys. Fucking my world up.
So by my count, I'm up 3. He's at 0.
We're not okay.
It's competition.
Nobody's.
We're gonna rename the show to Sosa and Gats.
Okay.
What's the next story?
We didn't even talk about that one.
What do you mean? What else is there to talk about? 50 Cent endorses Donald Trump.
You don't have any interesting stories about 50 Cent?
I can't talk about that.
What? You're no fun, dude.
Anyways, what's next?
Wow, just moving on. Okay.
I want to say that this is the third quarter and you're a little bit behind in the scoreboard.
I feel super rushed. I mean, I feel like you're just gonna hate on this, but Mexico sent an official request to Austria. It's basically Germany. They just call themselves Austria. It's where Arnold Schwarzenegger's from. And I guess they have this incredible Aztec headdress that they stole from Mexico, way back in the day. And Mexico's like, hey man, send it back. We're doing an exhibit on the Aztec heritage. Just loan it to us, and when we're done with it, we'll send it back to you, Austria.
I know what's coming.
There's no fucking chance they send it back, right? If you give me the headdress that you stole from my grandfather, I'm keeping that headdress. What are you gonna do? Literally, what would Austria? They would look like dicks if they were like, "Hey, it's been 3 years. You never sent it back. Can you have that?" Oh yeah, it'd be a real shame if somebody stole it.
We have a Mexican heritage expert and an Austrian heritage expert.
That dude's Filipino.
And one person here. That's D1.
D, are you Austrian? I thought he had more malicious stories for us. D, are you a Proud Boy?
If you ask my mother, I am a Proud Boy. Now, am I in the group? That's a different question. I'm not affiliated with the group, but if you ask my mom, yes, I am a Proud Boy.
You might have to cut that out.
What do you think about the Mexican heritage headdress being possibly loaned back, Mr. D Money?
Well, look, so this goes all the way back to Moctezuma because he was a weak, feckless leader. When the Spaniards came in, most of his people wanted to fight. Most of his warriors wanted to fight the Spaniards. But not only did he allow the Spaniards into his city, but he also allowed them to capture him and hold him captive. And then after a point in time where the Spaniards killed about 5,000 Mexica in the city during a festival, they got pissed off at him. And when he was paraded before the Aztecs, they threw rocks at him and killed him and then revolted. So it's
a valid point. The Aztecs paid for that. Or no, the Europeans paid for that headdress in blood.
They did.
So it's possibly rightfully there. Spoils of war.
It's kind of even. And considering that a lot of them ended up sacrificing, got kicked down the pyramids, maybe we call it a wash.
I got souvenir. I mean, not me. No, sorry. I got a buddy. He went to the war in Iraq.
Which one?
Well, I'm not going to say his name because what he did was illegal. But he was in one of Saddam Hussein's mansions, palaces, or whatever. And he apparently had carpet that was just $100 bills. US $100 bills. That was just made and woven into a carpet.
I just thought that it was his toilet paper, not the carpet.
I think he probably used it for toilet paper. He probably used it for anything. And just Saddam Hussein having a good time. So I guess him and all the soldier buddies cut pieces of it out and took it back. He showed me a piece of it. And it's pretty legit. And I,
Is that one layer deep or?
Oh, it's just I don't even really know how they did it. But it's, in a shoebox under his bed. But it's definitely illegal for him to take it. I don't know. I feel like I'm incriminating somebody else. Point being, he paid for that. He deserves to own that.
Why is D Money moving you right now?
Stop incriminating D Money. Let him live his life.
I feel like he should wear pants.
I mean, listen, pants, no pants, it goes back to the P thing. As long as everybody's consenting.
How much money did they find Saddam Hussein with?
Fined?
How much did they find him with when he was hiding out?
It
doesn't matter what you think. What's the next story?
Well, I was going to say, let's hit it with the fact check. I thought that would actually be an interesting fact.
You want me to do the skit again?
What? I hate everything you're doing. I think we have to film on Saturdays again, man. Fucking shit-faced.
What's the next story?
All right. Well, would you like to hear about some local news?
I just want to hear something. I feel like I got one that's
All
gonna
right. Let me.
I'll give you two.
No, f- you. All right. How fast do you think the world's fastest production vehicle is? So I know you're a simpleton. So production vehicle means it can it's mass produced, like a couple hundred units considered mass
Like a
produced.
Pagani.
Yeah, Pagani. I don't know if you even consider that mass produced. But yeah, like a
Like a
Pagani.
Rolls Royce.
That's way more. There's way more Rolls Royces than this thing. So
Like a La Ferrari.
okay, there's very few of those. How fast do you think the world's fastest production car is?
Like the funny car or one that can actually go on the road?
It can go on the road. It's got a license plate. I mean, you probably don't want to drive it on the road.
300 miles an hour. I don't know what that kilometers mean, but
Who listening is listening in kilometers?
we got one person.
Do you think we go Europe? Wait, even in England they do miles per hour.
Do they?
Fact check. He just said no. He just didn't even. No, I'm very sure. I'm very sure in England the license. Google it.
He's the fact check guy.
No,
He knows everything.
I'm very sure about this.
No, I'm pretty sure it's kilometers.
No, in England they do miles per hour.
It's kilometers.
We're gonna wait for him to pull it up.
Talk to camera one, please.
Fact check guy. Can we get some backup here?
Fact check. England uses miles per hour on the road signs.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like you got one under your wing. Give me a good story now.
All right. What were we talking about? Okay. So, world's fastest production car. How fast? You said 300
What's the next
miles.
topic?
It's pretty. Well, they just said it like freaking 10 miles down the road. 330 miles.
I was close.
Can you imagine going that fast in a car? In a car shaped like a wing, where an airplane takes off way slower than that.
One time I was in somebody's
This is
bedroom
a
I
lie.
wasn't supposed to be in.
You came 330 miles an hour.
No, I felt like I
Was
ran
that
out of it.
0.2
Like
seconds?
300 miles an hour.
Oh, Daddy came home.
Pretty much. It was young Sosa.
Tell me about Young Sosa.
What else do you got for us?
Okay. Well, if you want to talk about the moon some more, I got some things.
Just hit me with your best story.
My best story was that people think Pompeii is cursed when it's not. It's just idiots that steal from historic ruins also make horrible business decisions.
I felt like you should have said that into camera one.
I was trying to say that into camera one.
Why don't you like camera one?
Dude, I'm learning to love it.
You ready for me to knock you out?
Whatever, dude. I don't even care at this point. This whole episode's a wash.
My back hurts from carrying you
You know how many times you're going to make that joke?
every episode.
First of all, I weigh less than you. Astonishing.
I doubt it. Are you ready?
Never.
You ready?
What?
I think you hit the mic again.
Well, was that on? Is this bad? Can people not hear what I do when I do this?
No.
All right, what's up?
Nokia, the cell phone company,
Those bricks?
got awarded $14 million by NASA to put 4G on the moon.
Well, 5G is the new thing. Why 4G?
They got to start somewhere. Apparently, it's easier to build 4G.
Okay, it would have been great if we segued off one another. I don't know what this dude's up to. I hit the mic again. They also made rules for the moon: no trespassing, no fighting, no littering.
You're trying to overshadow my name.
I mean, when you say Nokia, I just think about, remember playing Snake on the Nokia brick?
Yeah, you'll be able to use that brick on the moon.
So SMS messages.
You can call your mom from the moon.
I don't call my mom.
You can call your.
Dee lets me know when it's time to come home, and I go.
You can make a phone call from the moon to Earth.
I'd rather text somebody. Can I text?
It's
That's
4G.
really what I care about. Can I text?
It's 4G on the fucking moon.
But I gotta use the brick, or
It's on the moon. It doesn't matter.
there's no littering on the moon.
You can send a smoke signal.
No littering, no fighting, no trespassing.
What's on the dark side of the moon?
China landed a rover on the dark side of the moon. And apparently they said it was impossible, and then China just did it no problem. That's the real thing, is that we're all about to go to the moon, and we're definitely going to get in some moon fistfights. Can you imagine being able to punch somebody on the moon and have them just float off?
If you can connect.
Like, if you Sparta kick them hard enough, they're gone. All you have to do is get them like 15 feet off the surface.
Did you just rip your pants?
No. These are joggers. Joggers by Bear Bottom. It's a great company. Not sponsoring us, but maybe soon.
Actually, with that, give them a word from our sponsors.
Do we have a sponsor?
Yeah.
Ryan Reeves, please attack me and give me free beer.
All right. Good. What's next?
That's my sales pitch.
That's a good one.
Not a huge fan of the moon news. I feel like all we do on the show is talk about the moon.
Was there any debates this week?
I don't know, man. I think they shot Trump up with a bunch of steroids and he just went around the country screaming at people. Which, honestly, if I was president, I would do that too. I'd be like, give me all the drugs, put me in front of people that love me, let me scream at them. Oh, wait, actually, something just happened before all this. The guy, Rex, what was his name? Rex Tillerson. Thanks, you, Mike. Rex Tillerson. What company did he work for before Trump brought him into his wing? He works for an oil company though.
Can we use that jingle?
I don't know. I think Jeopardy has that. Fact check guy can't even find that.
You just said Jeopardy, so you're in trouble.
Is Jeopardy trademarked?
Pretty sure.
Dude, don't sue me. I have nephews.
If you guys need his contact information, I will surely give it up.
My phone number is 911-2.
It's 855.
All right, fact check out. You have anything?
Rex Tillerson previously served as the CEO and chairman of Exxon Mobil from 2006 to 2016.
I don't get it.
So Trump went out in front of everybody and said, listen, if I want $1 billion, I'll just call the head of Exxon Mobil, ask if he needs some permits. And also, he's shot with, it's known that he's the doctors are giving him steroids to fight the COVID that he still fucking has. And I love the balls of this guy. So, all right, so he goes in front of his rally with COVID possibly and saying he's immune. He said that several times. I'm immune, they say. It's hilarious. I mean, I wish this guy was my granddad. Because he'd be hilarious to watch. So anyways, so he goes in front of the rally and he's like, if I want $1 billion, I just call the head of Exxon Mobil, ask him if he needs some permits. I give him the permits and then he gives me the money. And I could do that, but I wouldn't. But Rex Tillerson what was the position that Trump gave him?
CEO, Secretary of State.
He made him the Secretary of State. Hillary Clinton was the Secretary of State for Obama. It's not a joke position. I think you're behind Vice President. I think if the president dies, Vice President dies, then maybe you fact check this also. But the Secretary of State becomes president. And so he made the ex-head of Exxon Mobil the Secretary of State for the United States before Rex Tillerson called him an idiot and left. And then now he's running around telling people, which is totally illegal, to say that I'll give you permits if you donate to my campaign. It's only illegal in word.
I feel that would have been way more impactful if we looked at camera one.
I'll never look at camera one. I'll never forgive you for what you did to me. I just don't like it.
Why not?
It's freaking me out over there. It's like some weird guy at a party. This guy's looking me in the eyes. This guy's just watching from afar. I don't like that. Pretty sure the president admitted to some illegal shit. It doesn't matter because
He did it with a purpose.
He's smarter than me because he's president.
If they try to impeach you one time, can they do it again?
I don't think that any other president beyond this will ever fear impeachment because Trump pretty much proved if you just say, fuck you, I'm the president, nobody can do anything.
Are you voting for Trump?
I got my mail-in ballot on my kitchen counter. I got all the state shit filled out. I'm never going to look at it, and I still don't know what to do. It's like the devil I know, or, I probably am saying too much on camera.
How about this? Is Trump going to win?
I think he's gonna lose. I think I would be ashamed to admit to future generations that I voted for him, just because he's crazy.
Is your baby girl a Biden supporter?
What baby girl?
The one that's
My niece?
The one that's getting rid of the bachelor pad?
No. She's not getting rid of the bachelor pad. My roommate's girlfriend's getting rid of the bachelor pad. She keeps cooking us food though, so that's nice.
What else do you have for us?
Alright, well you remember? Oh, okay. Well, here's some local shit. Did you know, like the Lakers, they won the championship or whatever?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, fuck them. They had their party here in Vegas.
2 parties.
Were you there? Did you give any haircuts?
What else did you hear?
Wait, were you there?
Huh?
Because it looked whack as shit.
Was I in Vegas?
It looked like 15 people on a rooftop. Is what it looked like.
I mean, there's social distancing guidelines. I didn't see what was behind the camera.
I just feel like they could have done better.
You didn't see what was behind the camera?
I'm pretty sure I saw like cell phone videos, like people over there.
You're pretty sure, or you're positive?
Confident.
Gotcha. Cool. What's the?
I do a lot of drugs. I don't remember anything that good. Cut that. Just bleep it.
Bring us home.
Okay. You don't want to hear about bombs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, just if it's close to home.
Go ahead.
So they found like a bomb in like a canal in Poland from World War II, and it's called a tall boy. It was supposed to be like the biggest British bomb of World War II, and they just like found it like sitting at the bottom of the canal. They were like gonna try and defuse it, but I guess they were just like, oh, we just gotta set this thing off. They set it off, and the little puddle comes up. It's no big deal. But the reason this hits close to home is that I went to Ibiza. If you're British, it's Ibiza. Ibiza.
If you're British,
Yeah, that's how those idiots say it. So,
or Spain.
it's in Spain. Ibiza. I don't know. I just don't like anybody replacing a Z with a TH. It's nonsense. So obviously, after 5 days in Ibiza, I wanted to get the F out of there. And we were supposed to fly from Ibiza to this little airport in England called London City Airport. And they found a World War II bomb.
There too?
On the runway. This was in like 2017. They found a World War II bomb on the freaking runway.
How the f*** did you get on the runway?
It was like close to the runway from World War II.
How do you miss that when you're putting in an airport?
I don't know. I think it's been there the whole time. They found it. And
How do you miss a bomb?
but I was like so ready to get out of Ibiza. Like, you know, did all the
They
things.
take my water bottle going through the airport,
Yeah.
but they will not take somebody else's bomb.
It was in the dirt, you know, they were building like another runway and they found a bomb. So I was stuck in Ibiza for like another 3 days.
That sounds horrible.
It's not where you want to be when you're done with Ibiza.
Oh, on the way back.
I was done.
Gotcha.
I was stuck there for 3 days.
How's this for a segue? How does it feel to crash and burn on this episode?
Fat check guy, you saying he crashed and burned?
Oh, it's
Talking about me? I feel like they got steamrolled for sure.
I hear that the name of the show is going to change to Sosa and Gas.
At least you didn't bring up how I got stuck in the desert this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Round us out for real this time with that story. We got 30 seconds to go.
Well, there's a little date farm outside Vegas. It's called China Ranch Date Farm. You should check it out. No free ads, but you should. They got date shakes. Really delicious. So we had this wonderful time in this oasis. And then we were heading back, through Death Valley. And I feel this vibration on my steering wheel. And full disclosure, I hit a pothole last week that I noticed it took a piece of my tire out. But I wasn't concerned because I was like, dude, worst case scenario, it pops, and I'll just,
It's not like you need all of the tires.
It's like
You don't need the whole.
you can lose a finger, you'll be fine. You don't need 4 tires. God gave you 4. How many do you need?
5 actually.
Well, I thought that I had a spare. I was like, worst case scenario, pop the spare on, no problem. I was with a lady friend, so we're driving back.
What's his name?
Her name? Oh, well, I wouldn't disclose that. I wouldn't put her out there like that.
Gotcha. Say hello to your right hand for the next week.
Sure. Giant hit. So anyways, flat tire. I'm like, listen, baby cakes, don't even worry. Like, we'll be out here in no time. Big Dog's gonna pop a spare on there, and I'll take care of this.
Sidebar: do you call yourself Big Dog, or does she call you Big Dog?
I mostly refer to myself. I'm just hoping it catches on.
Understood. Carry on.
So I go back to where the tools are supposed to be. Pop that little carpet thing off, and there's nothing there. It's just a tow hook. There's no spare, there's no jack, there's no lug, there's nothing. There's no.
Tell me how that made you feel.
Oh, do I feel stupid? I had to tell her. I was like, all right, so listen, things have changed. There's no spare tire, so we're gonna have to think outside the box. I'm gonna jump on my cell phone. I'm gonna call somebody. None of that. No cell phone out there. And she grew up in the desert, not in the Vegas desert. She grew up in the desert, the real desert, where if you walk at night.
The Vegas desert was fake.
You can this desert, you can fall in a mine shaft and die.
Oh, like the Sahara?
No, that's Mojave for sure. It's in America, but you know where the Sahara is? It's in Africa. So
It's like a real desert.
he didn't go to college. I barely did also. So cut that.
Hey, you hit the mic again.
Did I? I feel like I
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate the subscription. Make sure that you like, comment, and tell us what you think about this episode. We really, really appreciate you. Last words. I know I'm repeating what I said. And thank you guys.